Hello, everyone. We're talking keys to brilliance today. What does that mean to you? How can we be brilliant within ourselves? How can we shine so we're these vibrant, amazing beings that we're meant to be? And that's what I want to look at, these keys to brilliance. So the first key to brilliance is we have to put ourselves first. We have to know who we are. How can we be brilliant if we don't actually acknowledge who we are, what we are? So the first step to the keys to brilliance is know thyself. And that's a freaking massive one, isn't it? It's not a small task, know thyself. It's quite a big one. But it's such a beautiful one to encompass, to start that journey of knowing who you are. And for me, I think when we look at these keys to brilliance, one of the main things to know that is what brings you joy, what makes you happy, what turns you on. Because when we live a life when we're turned on, we're excited, we're in joy, then what happens from that point is we just grow and we flourish. That is the key to being in our brilliance, is to know what makes us happy, to know what turns us on. Now, how do we find that out? Well, sometimes we get stuck, don't we? We know what makes us happy and turns us on when we're young, and we stick to that and we think that that's what it is. But we forget that we are these beautiful, evolving beings who are ever changing. And so because we're ever changing, what that means is that everything around us is ever changing. Our interrelationship with life changes. So what brings you joy as a kid might not bring you joy as a teen, 20s, 30s, 40s, etc. But it might also be the opposite. The things that you did as a kid, that you poo-poo and you leave aside as being childish, might actually be the things that give you the biggest joy. So for me as a child, I remember being down the bottom of the garden, grinding up plants and flowers and herbs, making potions, being witchy. That brought me so much joy. I loved it. And I'd get covered in muckiness, mixing water with all these things and playing. It was so much fun creating. And what do I do with my life? Well, I create magic. I create magic potions, herbal supplements that do, are magical. And I love doing that. And that's what I did as a kid. So it's amazing that that's come full circle. As a child, I loved creating art. I loved doing art. And I've come back into it. Not that I'm doing it for anyone else. I'm just doing it for me. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. It's just the process of creating. So often we think, don't we, that to be brilliant, we have to be good at something, that those keys to brilliance, those things that bring us joy, we have to be amazing at. But that's not true at all. Sometimes it's the process, it's the journey that brings so much out of us. And we don't have to be incredible at it for it to be part of our brilliance, for it to enable us to shine our light. So when we're looking at the keys to brilliance, it's finding out what makes you sparkle. Because when you're sparkling, you are in that flow, you're in your brilliance. Whether you're a mastermind and incredible at something or not, it doesn't matter. So these keys to brilliance are, really looking at joy. The other thing for me that's part of this keys to brilliance is honouring this beautiful body that we've been given. We've been given an amazing body. Okay, this body is here to help us deliver our message to the world. It's here to help us achieve our soul's contract. So when we can step into this body and acknowledge it and say, thank you for doing all you do for me. Thank you for staying alive. Thank you for moving your feet. Thanks for getting me up in the morning. All of these things, instead of what a lot of us do, is we spend time going, oh, I'm tired. Oh, my body's not doing this. Oh, my body's got some rolls of fat, whatever it may be. It's getting older. It's got wrinkles. When we can actually take that time to go, thank you, body. Thank you for all you do. And also then looking at how can we support our body? What can we do for our body to really enable it to thrive and do even better? And so for me, this is a key part of this puzzle of the keys to brilliance, is acknowledging and honouring your body that you're in so that you can achieve more, because you've got the energy, you've got the vitality, you've got that oomph to be able to do it. So that means putting the right fuel into your body, putting the good foods in, helping your body to reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. You know, so for me, my medicinal mushroom tincture is a key part of, look at that, my journey to being in my brilliance. The all you need superfood mix is another key part of being in my brilliance, because all of these things help me and support me to be able to be the best version of myself that I can be. Eating a whole food plant-based diet for me is another part of this puzzle. Listening to my body and asking it what it needs. At the moment, my body's saying it needs sunlight. We're not having too much of it, but the sun's just come out and it's really exciting. So after I do this video, I'm going to get outside and have a little dance in the sun to bring in that vitamin D, which is so important for our health and our well-being. You know, if we want to be in our brilliance, making sure we've got those essential nutrients, we're hitting all those blocks of essential nutrients. And that's one of the things that the All You Need does, which is super amazing. Let me show it to you. Oh, it's a bit crunched up my bag. There we go. All You Need superfoods. It's incredible because it's hitting the vitamin D, the B12, the magnesium, the super greens, medicinal mushrooms, the plant protein, the digestive enzymes. Boom, boom, boom. You're hitting all these key things that are going to help you to really shine and be magnificent. And that's what we want, don't we? We want to be magnificent. So it's prioritizing yourself, putting you and your health first so that your cup is full, and then you can share that to everyone else. So you can share that ability. When you're thriving, you give other people permission to thrive. And that's what we want. So a few little tips from me. Hope you've enjoyed them. And if you want to know more about the products that I make or my work, go to julietbryant.com. Lots of love.